Why is Bitcoin going up but not Ethereum? So, this is a question people may have from time to time. Obviously, it's going to depend on the exact situation at the moment. But here is a chart of Bitcoin, which is this right here, and then the orange is Ethereum. So, what this chart is showing is that the two coins are actually pretty closely correlated. So you can zoom in and out to look at longer or shorter time periods. So when you look at something like this and you zoom out, you can see that actually we can look at a 1 day or a week time period. So you can see that over time they've actually performed pretty similarly in terms of the total percent gained. Since this chart began, which goes back to October of 2017, Ethereum's up 579% to Bitcoin's 565%. So the main takeaway from that is that you have to look at a long-term picture to kind of get an idea of whether two things are correlated to each other or not. In this case, it certainly appears that they are correlated fairly closely. So you may be seeing during a certain period of time that Ethereum is lagging Bitcoin, which means that Bitcoin is going up more over a certain time period than Ethereum. But the important thing to keep in mind is that that correlation is still probably going to hold true. So it's not going to last forever. For example, you can see during this time period here, Bitcoin was going up, Ethereum was going down. But over time, it eventually caught up, and Ethereum actually ended up being higher, a higher gain from that time point. But during this time, it would have seemed like Bitcoin was going up and Ethereum was going down. But that's why it's so important to when you're looking at this kind of thing on a chart to zoom out and really look at the correlation, because the reality of what's going on is Ethereum is a more volatile asset than Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin in this case keeps going kind of horizontal, where Ethereum goes more up and down. So the greater volatility of something like Ethereum is going to sometimes lead to it going down more, whereas Bitcoin could be more steady. But keeping in mind the longer term trends, you should see them eventually meet up, and most likely Ethereum would slightly be beating Bitcoin.